now in tune to
Step in a club, you know how I do. You can't tell me nothing, cause I'm better than you. You know I'm bad. I'm stunting. Yes, you girls can't tell me nothing. You know I'm bad. I'm stunting. Yes, you girls can't tell me nothing.
Okay, you guys, so this is going to be like my final updates on my purple hair journey with my HVM hair. So I'm gonna go and give you guys a quick briefing on everything. This is HVM's virgin hair, Brazilian body wave, which I have processed so many times. It is now straight. Plus I flat ironed it and I really wanted it to be straight anyway. So yeah, that didn't bother me. I have 4 bundles of hair. In the beginning, I had 3 bundles. I had a 24, a 22, and a 20. And then I went ahead and ordered an extra bundle from AliExpress of some Brazilian wavy hair to just fill it in. So I have a 24, 2 22s, a 20, and I have a 14-inch closure on the top here, which I know y'all can see because my scalp color is like different. But anywho, yeah, so I pretty much have had this in for about a month. I used the Manic Panic dye first after I bleached the hair completely like blonde. I bleached it twice to get it the blonde that I wanted. I also used a red gold corrector to get the hair to pull as white as possible the second time I bleached it. Then I used the Manic Panic purple haze dye, and it was the color that I wanted. It was like perfect. The color payoff was like perfect, but the hair faded so freaking fast. Like, and I didn't even wash the hair. All I did was like, bump the front of my hair. It was always the front and the top where I mostly bump my hair that was like turning magenta. Then it started turning like orangey. So I really needed to re-dye. So every 2 weeks, I pretty much had to recolor certain areas in the hair. Not all of the hair, certain areas, because I don't really straighten every day or curl every day my hair. Like, I just don't. So just the area that I did put heat to every day needed to be touched up every 2 weeks. So that was my issue with Manic Panic. The color was like perfect, but the fading on it was like, oh, ridiculous. Also at Manic Panic, their dyes are really conditioning. So after you bleach your hair and you use the Manic Panic dye, it's so conditioning. The hair is like so soft and it feels so good. With the Adore dyes, it's not like that. The hair was like really dry afterwards and I had to deep condition the hair. But Adore dye color, I say, is very rich in color. The color itself is very, 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 very rich. Like, it looks really nice. Even though this is the Adore Purple Rage is what I put over top of it, and it's like really dark. Like how it looks right now, I know y'all probably seen it like black with like a purple tint to it. The hair looks really dark. In person, it doesn't look as dark. It looks really purple in person compared to how it looks on camera and in pictures. I think when I take pictures with a flash, like my girlfriend has an HD camera, her camera picks up the color a lot better than any of my other, booty ass cameras like my phone and any other camera. So yeah, but I only dyed 3 of the bundles with the Purple Rage. One of the bundles still has the regular Manic Panic on it, which is the lighter purple that you see in here, because this is like once it started to fade. But I liked it because it gave like dimension to the hair to have like lighter, darker purples in the hair. So I like it. And I just have a middle part right now. It's on a full wig cap. This is actually the second time I remade the wig. I made the wig once before when I had the 3 bundles, and then I remade it again once I got my 4th bundle, and I made that on a dome cap. The other one I used the adjustable strap cap, and then this time I made it on a glueless lace wig cap, the kind that Fabulosity is Me uses. I ordered from AliExpress that same link. It took like 2 to 3 weeks for that shit to come. Like, it took forever. The shipping on that was like ridiculous. But the caps were really cheap. They were like $12 or whatever. So I got 2 of them. But I really only wanted to use those caps for like my straight hair or my wavy hair. On my curly hair, I can use on dome caps and I have no problem. But I knew that the glueless lace wig was going to be really flat and it was going to really cup to my head well, and it definitely does. This is really tight, and it has comb in the back, 2 combs on the side, and it has an adjustable strap in the back. That strap, it be so tight on your head, yo. Like, I had to take it off. I couldn't even keep the straps on there. It was so tight. As for the tabs on the side, I don't know if you guys can see. I actually cut the tabs off the side because they're like really far out here, like way out here. And I mean, I guess if you have like a lace frontal that you're using, then that's good for that. But I'm using a closure, so I didn't need all that space. So what I did was cut that little band off, and inside of it has like a metal piece. So I just bent that back, and then I re-sewed the combs on the inside. Like, if that makes sense to you guys. So not on the flap, not on the lace flap that they have out, but on the inside of the mesh part of the cap is where I sewed it. So I have a comb here and a comb here that I re-sewed. That was difficult. I didn't record that only because I've never used these caps before. It was really difficult, like in the beginning, because I didn't know what I was going to do about those flaps in the front. They were just annoying. And in Fabulosity's video, she didn't really show what she did with the flaps. She just said she cut them off. So I just had to go ahead and cut them off and work it to my best ability. So when I have another cap, so when I get some other hair that I'm going to put on those caps, I will do a video so I can show you guys how you sew on this cap. It's really easy. It's just that they're kind of small. You have to stretch it. And even for me, and I have a small head, y'all, you have to like pretty much stretch it. You want to put it on your head and make sure that it fits the way you want it to before you start sewing the hair, because you know if you sew and take too big of sections, you're like making the cap smaller and smaller. So you have to be careful with that to get it to fit. This actually fits perfect. It fits perfect like a glove. I couldn't ask for any better freaking cap. It fits amazing. So yeah, so this is pretty much going to be my last little update on this purple hair. I am going to be installing my Mongolian curly hair from sleekhairstore.com. I got sent that hair to review, so that'll be the next video you guys see. Will be me prepping that hair, dyeing it, and all of that, because I'm going to be doing a fire ombre. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, then you guys should stay tuned, because that's what's going to be next. But again, I do love my purple hair, and this is pretty much going to be like my signature hair. I will always, especially because this is a full wig, I don't have to have no leave out. Like, I'm quick to like throw this bad boy on. Like, this is the one. So as for the HBM hair itself, it sheds a little more than I want it to. Not ridiculously, but it does shed quite a bit. But when it's straightened, it's so amazingly soft. Like, oh, I just love how it feels. Even when it's wavy, like after you wet it, it's so soft. Like, this is some really soft hair, and I really like it. It holds a curl pretty well. So you guys should check out HBM hair. I'll have her Instagram, her Facebook, her website, everything below, so you guys can go check that out. And yeah, I'm out of here.